Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, General Technology Knowledge. Today we will continue our programming about basic PLC GE, part 26, that we will continue our Parameterize blocks. In the previous video, we already learned about how to create the block in Proficy Machine Edition, but we not yet create the faceplate or screen to control from the HMI. Okay, so today we will create the faceplate from the HMI, and then we control the motor from the HMI. Okay, to create the faceplate and screen like this, we will create the classes and objects. It means that library create only one, and then we can copy to use for 3 motors. Okay, so let's go to our software to create the class and objects. So first, open software Proficy Machine Edition. Right now I use version 9.5, yes. And I will use the existing project that we already learned in the previous video. Yes, let's see the previous projects. Yes, so we need to create the class by follow this box. Yes, so we can click inside the block. Yes, and let's check the name. Yes, actually we can follow the name that we already created in the parameters. Yes, here is the name that we will use for declare the parameters from the HMI to control the start and stop the motors. Okay, so we will use 2 words. So let's go to Workbench. Yeah, and I also use the existing project that we learned in the previous video also to create the faceplate. Okay, let's go to class and then create a new class. Example motor CTL. Yeah, and I would like to explain a little bit for the class attribute. Yes, for general we can use this default. Yes, but attribute we can change a little bit for the required and optional or hidden, that we would like to hidden or choose the optional, or we can choose the required. For hidden, when we create the object, it will not show anything. If we choose the optional, we can fill the address or what you want, or we don't feel it is okay. But if we choose the require, it must be fill the box, otherwise we cannot create the objects. Okay, so for this address I will choose require. Alarm class optional. Device ID I will choose require also, and engineering unit label optional, yes, and resource ID I will choose the require also. Okay, so let's go to data item. Yes, data item. Actually the data item we can choose, yes, we can create to be made with the block that we want to control or show the status from Machine Edition to the HMI. Example, I would like to show the queue status of queue, yes, of output, control the manual auto from the HMI, or I would like to start and stop the motor from the HMI. So we can create it. Okay, so first we would like to create the start and stop from the HMI, right? So I will choose the name. You see the name 0.h2, it means that word 0 bit number 2, yes, for start. So we can create the data item, yes, follow this. So create the new, yeah, and it is the boolean, right? And divide point. Example start. So it is the boolean. Description we can mention, example command start from SCADA, yes, and for device we can use the offset, right? Here is the word number 0 and bit number 2, right? So we can put the offset 2 and then go to expression and use the address adjust number 0 because it word number 0, yes, and then click OK, yes, and one more for stop, right? So stop name number 0 and bit number 3, right? So we can choose new, or we can use the duplicate, yes, duplicate, it means that the same as copy. So stop, yes, and we can choose this one for stop, command stop from the HMI, yes, and we can choose the device and adjust to device offset 3, yes, because here is the word number 3, sorry, word number 0, bit number 3, okay, and one more for control the manual auto selection, right? So number 1, so we can duplicate, and this one for A, it means that manual auto, right? So we can go to general and change manual or auto mode selection. Yes. And for device, let's see here, we can adjust to offset number 1. Yes. Okay. And one more for status of the shoe, right here. So we can use the offset adjust 0. Yes. So duplicate shoe, offset 0, and the description drive for motor, right? Okay. So that's all for this item that we would like to control, start and stop, and show the status of drive output and manual and auto selection. So the last one, we can see the overall, yes, overall the name from the this box here, yes, name. So here I can use the new, yes, and choose the analog and choose the device, and this one is the array, or we can write name, yes, and I will use unsigned integer, yes, block array name, yes, and the length is 2. Okay, element is 2 because we use 2 words. Okay, let's click OK, and then let's create the object. Go to tab object and then click new. Yes. Example, what is the code for our motor? Yes, the code is motor 1. Yes, so we can choose motor 1. Or we can use motor 100. Yes, and here the description, motor 100 control, okay, example. Yes, and device ID is the device name, yeah, PLC 1 that we already created in the previous video, and the base address is the address here, %W1, yes, %W1, and the resource ID is the, we can use here, class ID optional, so we no need to fill, yes. That's why I already explained about the optional or hidden or required. Yes. Okay, that's all. And we should duplicate to 3 motors, right? Motor 100, 101, and motor 102. Okay. So we can create duplicate, and this one motor 101, yes, like that, and the address W3, right? So 101 we can change here the description 3, right? And one more for motor 102 percent W5, right? So we can duplicate motor 102, yes, and we can change here to motor 102, and the address is percent W5, yes, here percent W5, it is the name of this block. Okay, so that's all. So we can start the project, and then let's create the screen for control this motor. Yeah. So wait a moment for starting the project of Workbench. Yes. Okay. So actually, when we start the project, we should see the point, yeah, the item that we already created in the class, yes. So we can use these points, yeah, to create the screen for control the motors, yes. So first I need to create the screen, yes. Example, right now we have the start, stop, and manual selection, right? So we can choose the go to object and then choose the motor, yes, one motor that we want. Example, I will choose this motor, yeah, yes, and I will use the button for start and stop, right? So go to button, example start, yes, copy one more for stop, yes. Actually the start should be blue or green color, right, like this, and stop should be red color, yes. And one more for the name of the motor, right? So I need to use the text string and choose like this. And here I can write some expression, yes. But before write some expression, I will choose the manual and auto mode command first, okay. So like this, copy, example manual mode, yes, manual mode, yes, use the manual mode. I will use the color, example this color, yes, for manual and auto mode selection, yes. Okay, good. So here I can use the group, select all and create the group, yes. And I will provide the group name, example motor, yes, group name motor. Okay, so I can open group and then edit some expression. So the variables I should create also, example $object, yes, and open group, and then create the text expression, yes. I will show the name of the motor 100, right? Motor 100 until 102, right? So here I can write like this, the line object, yes, the line object, okay. And for this one, I need to change the color of the motor, right? When the output is turned on, it will show the green color, right? So let's go to color, yes. First go to color and then change to red color. Red color, it means that the status of motor is not run, okay. And when the motor is run, I will change the color to green, right? So I can write the line object, dot q, yes. Because the data item we already create the queue for the status of the drive, right, for a motor running. So go to field and then choose the color, yeah, to green color, okay. And one more for manual and auto selection, right? So go to double click and then choose the event, right, for select the manual and auto. So go to event and then choose the mount up, yes, and choose the new procedure and then create new, and I will choose the absolute set point for this one. So this one, the line object dot MA, right? Because on the data item we already choose the MA, yes. Here is MA for manual and auto selection, right? And choose the 0, yes. And I will copy this one for create the new event, mouse down, and then choose the new procedure, absolute set point. I paste this one and choose to 1, right? It means that when I press the mouse down, it will set the manual auto to 1, right? And the program inside here will turn on, okay. So when the manual is turned on, I will let this one show the status, so the text as auto mode, right? Auto mode, yes, auto mode. And let's check the font, yes. For manual mode, the font is Tacoma bold 36, yes. And this one I will change to font Tacoma bold and 36 also, okay. So that's all for manual and auto selection. So to continue, we will create the start and stop, right? So here maybe I will choose the toggle set point is better than this, because we need to press one press, it will hold the signal. Yes, so I will delete this one first and delete this one and go to toggle set point. Yes, set point this one. Okay, but for start and stop we will need the pulse signal, right? If start, it will pulse the signal and then the program will automatically lock. Yes, hold the signal. So let's go to start and then choose event and choose the mount up, new procedure, right? And new, and I will choose the absolute set point. Yes, absolute set point start. Yes, so the line object dot start. Yes, the line object dot start and set to 0. Yes, and I will copy this one and create a new event for mount down and choose the new procedure. Yes, absolute set point again and paste this point and set to 1. Okay, so when we press the start, it will set to 1 and release, it will set to 0. Okay, the same this one. Go to mount up, new procedure, new, and choose the absolute set point and the point here stop. Yes, so the line object dot stop and set to 0, and I will copy this one, create the new event for mount down and then choose the new procedure, new, and absolute set point again and paste this point and set to 1. Okay, so that's all for create this faceplate. Yes, okay, like this. I will choose the color. Yes, the color. Yes, okay, good. So if we choose the variable name, yes, motor 100, right? Example. So when we run the screen, yes, it will show like this because we already configure the parameter. Yes, and then we can yes, we can online and download to the CPU. Yes, and then I will start and stop to let everyone see. Yes, so right now you see the motor is turned off, right? So if I would like to on, I will start. Yes, you see the output is turned on. Yes, stop. Yeah, and if I select start again, it will turn on again. Yes, and this is a manual auto. Yes, this is a manual mode, auto mode. Yeah, manual mode again, auto mode again. You see the status is changed when we click. So we need to copy to 3 motors, right? So to create the copy, we can choose like this. So I will save the screen first. Yes. So I can copy like this. So right click, copy, and then go to the workbench screen, and then I will create a new screen. And then go to paste and paste special, and then paste link. Yes. Okay. And this one is motor 100. And save the screen. Motor 100. Yes. And I will close this one first and create a new screen and paste link again. Yes. And change the name to motor 101. Yes. And then save the screen again. Motor 101. Yes. And close this one and then create the new screen again and paste again for motor 102, right? So change the object name to 102. Yes. And then save the screen again. So motor 102. Yes. Okay. So we can press F5 to refresh the screen. So here we can run the screen one by one, and then motor 101, right? 100, yes, this one. One more 101 and one more 102, right? Yes. So we can open the screens and then control the motor one by one. Yes. Okay. So when I press this one, you see this one is turned on. Press this one is turned on. Yes. And press this one is turned on also. Okay. So I would like to stop. I can stop this one, stop this one. Yes, stop this one. Yes. So we easy to create the faceplate for this software. So this is a manual auto control. Yeah. Auto mode. Yes. And when we select auto mode, we can use the command. Yes. For control the auto mode. I will turn on this one, yeah, and let's see the status is turned on. So I press F12, yes, and you see the motor is turned on, yes. Stop, yes. So this is a just example for create the faceplate, yes, for control the motor. It is a sample faceplate that we can create on the Proficy Workbench SCADA for GE. Okay. So I hope everyone will understand about how to create the faceplate, yeah, of the motor for control the motor like this. And it very easy to control and create, yes, class. So we create only one, you see, and we can copy to the many objects that we can create. Example, we have the motor. Yes, I will show you. If we have motor 103 example, yes, so I can copy this block. Yeah, and change this one to motor 103. Yes, 103. Yes, 103. And 103 also. Yes, and I will provide the address. Yeah, %W7. Yes, so I just download and then create the new objects, and then we can control the motor. Yes, %W7, right? So I will duplicate, yes, dynamic first, and then duplicate the motor 103. Yes, so motor 103, and then choose the 103, and then %W7, right? Okay, W7, and then we can copy this project. Yes, copy this faceplate. Yes, so copy and just create a new screen. Yes, and then paste the screen, and then change the name. Yes, to motor 103. Yes, motor 103, and then save the screen. So motor 103. Yes, and then we can control the motor. Yes, so fast to create the block, and then we can control. Let's see. Okay, when I start and stop this motor, the new block that we already created will working. Okay, so thank you very much for watching my video, and if everyone have any question, please kindly drop the comment under my video. I will reply soon, and I would like to request all of you to like, share and subscribe my channel also, to get more notification and more new videos that I will create step by step. So in this time, I would like to say thank you very much again, and see you next videos. Bye bye.